That next. The fuck.
Duo for you, my friend.
I'll do some duo games on EUS as long as the elo isn't higher than like plat. I think we can do platinum. Alright, so right away we're pushing for level 2, which is what I want to see. One little tip though, that you really need to take this into consideration, okay? Oh my god, I hate this. We can try Berserk. I'm not sure. I think I have a gold rated account on EUS. I think, but I'll have to test for you before you donate. Remind me to log in and see. Now this is great. Playing the lane confidently, pushing. This guy isn't really autoing us, so that's fine. Right here is when you really want to try to slow it down a bit. The reason why you want to slow it down is this is all an art form, my friend. You want to slow this push down because if you don't, when you get level 2, you won't have a lot of space to play with because you're pushing too fast. So once we've established level 2, try to slow it down a little bit so that you can pull a lane. Like the way I view it is, if this minion dies, you give the next wave time to show up. Remember, it's mirrored, so this wave is right here, right? It's always mirrored. When you get level 2, you really want a lot of space to play with, so you can actually like take advantage of some damage, get an HP lead. So when you push this fast, like you did here, we lose. Like watch the space shrink. You see all the space missed? So we went from what could have been a level 2 at here to a level 2 here. That's all that space that we lose where we can accumulate an HP lead, alright? That's a good trade. We'd be looking at this thinking Jarvan loses. Oh, Jarvan. Oh, Jarvan, no. What have we done? So you start fishing for the kill. Can't get to it. Whatever, shit happens. You couldn't even walk down that early. It's not your fault. Auto, ignite, good play, shove the lane. This was all good. Yeah, I like this. That was great, dude. Lane's pushing back to you. This is what I want to see on the open. Guy doesn't TP forward, which makes you even further ahead. Yeah, and the lane's coming to us. That's great. Look at this. I want you guys to see that play, alright? Kill the Gnar, shove the lane in, back right away. The lane crashes, or the wave crashes under tower. Gnar's supposed to TP to get maximum XP back. He does not. Now look at the situation. Look at the XP disparity here. Not only is he half a level ahead of Gnar, but look at all the minions we have to still collect XP from comparison to Gnar. This is why I say, after you make a kill, shove the wave back right away, come right back in the lane. Don't dick around, don't jerk off. That's how we can take our lead and actually leverage it in some way. So now we come back in the lane, we got a longsword, we got a ruby crystal, we got a, we got the refillable pot going. We're fucking rocking now. Yes, this is bronze. Now we chill and we try to kill this fucking guy. Getting emails. Emails, please. I don't like that. I want you trying to find the damage here. Oh my god, I hate this client so much. Whisper Lullaby, thanks for 2 months in a row. Appreciate it. So I'm watching Watch your E cooldown and tell me why you're not fishing for damage here, especially after he wastes his Q. Watch. E through, trade. This is a trade spot. I want damage here. I don't want to wait. I want to accumulate an HP lead. The point of freezing is that when someone gets close, we actually trade when we're allowed to. Why are we not Eing through and trying to trade with him here? If we miss it, we can always back up. E through, W this fucking guy, and get it done. Get this shit done. Get some damage. Accumulate an HP lead so we can actually start to push the lane out at level 6 and dive him. What's the point of a freeze if we're not going to punish him for being here with the level lead? No point. That should have happened yesterday. Again, it's a fucking race. Yeah, we can Discord. It's a fucking race. Once you start getting lead, every time the opportunities are there, if you don't take them, you miss them. That's just wasted value. That's what we call that. It's just wasted value. You got gifted a Gnar who dies in lane. You got gifted a Gnar who stands basically in melee range while you're freezing. He's not max ranging for just XP. He's in range of our dash. So like when we see that, we have to punish it immediately. As a Renekton player who only has a fucking Renekton skin, every time. You need to be like a machine with this shit. Is he in range? I take the trade. Why do you take the trade? Because you still have your flash up, you have the level lead. If the jungler pops out, it's no big deal. We can just get out of that. You need to take advantage of that right away. Same thing, like there, he gets level 5. That means that little advantage that we had to take HP away is gone until we get level 6. That's kind of unlucky. You did get through him. I would have probably tried to dash like diagonal and get behind him all the way, but it's whatever. What? I don't like how you played that at all. You have level 6 there, and you just lead through with your E. If that's going to be the play, don't even go down there. I understand that you don't want to engage on it, but... yeah, why exactly? Why are we dashing through him if, like, he E'd right away? Just trade with him. Just auto him in the face. If he's gonna E, then just step away, wait out the E, and then you'll have ult. You'll have your dashes ready to go. If Gnar closes space, you can just E away and ignore the fight altogether. But it just seems like you're not very confident there at all in what your champion does. So ult. I'm pretty tilted by this. Oh my. 7:45. 7:45. This is part of the reason why I'm harping on doing duo games, is because this client is so frustrating as a coach. It is so sad that I can't even do my job easily. Something that should be standard in any video game ever. I can't even get it. You know how frustrating this shit is for me? I'm 2v1ing here 100 fucking percent. Am I 2v1ing here? By the way. I don't care. Like, I don't know what you think Renekton does. But I'm gonna tell you, you have 4 minions here. Gnar has no items. He literally just has a Doran shield. You have a Jax leading with E. The first thing you should do when Jax shows up, you should be pressing R as Renekton right away. And I want you to step up towards the brush with the intent to combo Jax. I don't want you leading with your E. What you're doing is you're playing like you're scared. I don't know what you're afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of yet. You press R, you calmly play the fight out. It would begin with waiting out Jax's stun, lead with empowered W, and then ignite the Jax. You'll put kill pressure on him right away. If Gnar decides to fight over minions and they decide to commit to you, you can kill the Jax and then play it however you want to play it. But Gnar's doing no damage here and you have minions helping you. This is completely easy 2v1. This screams lack of confidence to me. This is an opportunity that is just, that's a free, easy fucking fight. Jax, level 5 jungle, has nothing. He has 45 armor here. Think about that for a second. He has 45 armor. He's level 5. He has no item whatsoever. He has boots and a rejuvenation bead. He's level 5. Over your minions, you have ignite. This is fucking, this is the freest shit ever. You've got to go for this. It's an absolute must. With your ult, it's just, there's no way. I don't know, it might be lack of knowledge, maybe, but it's still fundamental stuff. It's level lead. It's ignite versus no ignite. It's level lead over the jungle by 2 levels. These guys are jumping over minions. Jax is leading with his E. Like, these are all, well, the Jax leading with the E isn't fundamentals, but level greater than, my level greater than theirs, my minions pushing, I have ignite, they don't. You know, that's all fundamental stuff. This is when we must challenge. We must try. Okay? If we don't try to play these fights, if we don't try to play these situations as Renekton, when are we gonna try? You see what I'm saying? Our champion's strong early. We have the advantage too, and we have the summoner advantage, and we have minions. If we're not going for these types of fights as a Renekton main, there's something fucking wrong. Because this is our cash cow spot. See how long this game goes? 40 fucking minutes. 41 minutes. It's because we don't take advantage of shit like this when it happens. We have an opportunity to demoralize the jungle and the top laner. It's a bad play. Real bad. Alright, now it's starting to shine through that we're noobing out. So Jax leads. Let's use your vision. He goes away. You go in without fury. Instead of jumping in like this, why not just auto the creeps and build up some fury? The way that the wave is pushing to us, we have an opportunity to just hit this minion and build up some fury and then go in. And then here, You have him in kill range, right? Why flash in right there? Why not just wait for your W or your Q to come off and then you can walk in with your minions? You could legit just wait for the minions to hit the tower and then walk in with them, flash W. You might not even need to flash, to be honest. You might just be able to walk under there and just calmly, you know, calmly W him. Or push him off the tower and then flash E. Whatever you gotta do, but you don't have to do it like this. You have no follow-up to your own flash. Why? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 turret shots you could have waited for cooldowns to jump in. That's a missed kill opportunity. That's our snowball missed. Again. So many opportunities here. So we know Nar's backing. I like this play by you. I like the pressure there. That's good. Ziggs gets huge. Means nothing. Why did we back when we backed? Did we let a lane that we just... Hold on a second here. She shoved the wave. You can't back there. You don't know if he's out yet. And there's no need to, because he hasn't even backed yet. Makes no sense. You had advantage on him. You had an HP advantage and soon to be an XP advantage that you could have dove off of with your ult. Why are you just backing randomly? Why not just shove the next wave and poke the guy down and keep pressure on top side? You're an early game champion. You're just giving up pressure for no reason. You're supposed to be bullying the shit. You're supposed to be drawing the jungle to you and being annoying. Now you're just running around mid. Why? Why do my top laners do this? Why do they just not focus on their lane? Just win your lane. Stay in there and dominate that lane. Like, jungle shows up, take him out. Guys like, you know, he's missing a third of his HP, and you're just backing randomly and then running down mid. Why? Focus on crushing your lane. Stop getting baited into chasing around kills. All you fucking top laners. This shit is so tilting. Poor Brennan, dude. Look at you. You're just running around everywhere. Look at this shit. Start pushing the lane. We see Jax, right? Go down. Okay, actually, this is fine. That's fine. I don't know why you go to this pink ward, though. Get your ass back to top. You don't need to help with the pink ward. I actually don't mind that. That roam makes sense to me. But I definitely weight my emphasis on killing motherfuckers. Now go! Go get him! Go get him! Where are you going? Go stop his back! What the fuck? Threaten him! What are you afraid of? Go up there! Fake it! You don't have to dive him, just fake it. Why are you going to farm these? He hasn't even backed yet. You see how I knew that? I had the fog on just to say, go stop his back. Also, when you're gonna try to all in him, throw your ult on for good measure. You're missing extra damage. Now you do the 2v1 after the dude just backed. This is when you try to challenge it. And you're missing half your HP. That's when you decide to do the 2v1. There's no need to dash down. Just walk. Literally just walk that way. Why would you dash back into the Alistar? Make him gap close to you.
Is that a 20?
Alright, buddy, thank you. Why dash to him?
Have one coaching, please.
Just walk. It makes no sense. If you walk, you force him to gap close to knock you up, and then you can just eat through him. Think about it. He would have to dash to you, pulverize, and then you land and you eat through him, and then you're fucking gone. He can't chase you here. And then you turn. Yeah, it just makes no sense. You had an opportunity to stop his back, and that would have never happened, but you played too passive. You've missed so many options this game to kill. So many chances. The time that you finally challenged a 2v1, it was because you misplayed. That's the thing. That's the problem with your replay, is that when you actually had an opportunity to win a 2v1, your default was to run away. And the time that you accepted a 2v1 was when you misplayed and felt like you were forced into it. You'd already had like half HP, and then you misplayed your E, and then you're like, oh, I guess I'll 2v1 now. You need to make a decision on your own. You need to man up. You gotta know the difference, but you just forced his flash with the E. That's really good. You need to make a decision on your own when you know you win, and stop playing every fight like every opponent you face is better than you. This is good. This is real good. He's missing XP this whole time. What? That's easy. It's the easiest, stupidest thing I've ever seen. Why are you igniting the Alistar for? There's no need to yet. There we go. Easy money. All of this is cool. It was just done by your opponents being morons, though. I don't see any dominance in lane still. In my opinion. I see a lot of lane mistakes this game. Why are you running to mid? Why are you doing that? What have I been saying and preaching on streams forever? Focus on beating your guy. Focus on bringing people to you. Why does everyone do this? All this walking around in the river, that's free pressure to the tower, and also we can dive Nara right now. Level 13 versus level 11. He has no tabbies. Literally the freest shit ever. No pressure on the map, even though you're fed. You're running to your team. Why? Draw your own pressure. You literally went from here, you didn't meet the wave and push it right away, and then you walked upriver and now you're jerking off. You're literally just, go here, push this under tower, and then if you want to rotate, you might be able to sell it to me. Maybe. Most of the time, no. But if you're not drawing any pressure, you're never gonna win the game anyways. If you're worried about, oh, my team, they're dying, I don't care. You'll kill this guy later anyways when it makes sense. It doesn't make sense right now to force. Look, now you're just gonna stand here. You're gonna lose tower and just stand here. Amazing. We rotated to tier 2. Our teammates are going to spawn in wave clear anyways. And then you could have actually shoved the tower and made a reasonable flank. And then you jump in 1v4 before your teammates are even close enough to follow up. So at this point, we can just shut it down. Because you're not doing, to me, you're not doing anything right yet. With laning and mid game. This is Renekton. First 20 minutes, Renekton territory. You took a lead that was just handed to you. Like they were like, here. You didn't earn it. You didn't play aggro. You didn't go in for a 2v1 that made sense. You didn't try to dive when it made sense. You didn't try to pressure when it made sense, really. You made like one level 2 pressure and then that was like it. And then mid-game shows up, and you can beat this guy. You have 2 levels on him. You don't even shove the lane. Even though you have Tiamat, you don't even shove the tower. And then you run to mid, stand around, and then int 1v4. Think about it. None of the things that I'm telling you to do, none of the things, literally zero. Like, none of the things that I'm telling you to attempt or to do are like some crazy clutch shit. Notice I haven't even gone into like crazy combos or anything like that. There's no need to. The only things is like, hey man, wait for your Q before you flash in and try, or wait for your W before you flash in and try to execute this guy. Or, wow, that guy's level 5, that guy's level 6, you're level 7 with minions. Go in. Wow, you're fed as shit and you're not hitting these minions. Literally, guys, and this is for all my low elo players, literally nothing that I'm telling you to do is hinging on like, dude, you gotta make the sick animation cancel with your ult. You have to W with your ult so that you cancel the animation of your ult. Like, you have to flash and do up. Like, none of it has anything to do with make some fancy pants fucking play. The most that you will get out of me, the only fancy thing that I will have you learn to do as a coach when it comes to laning and all that is when you get your levels, like when you get level, when you level up, you need to, you don't click your fucking skills. That's it. So that we can quickly pressure somebody with our level lead. That's literally it. You press control and then the button you want to level up. That's like the most advanced shit that I care about. And then everything else falls into place after that. At this point, you had an opportunity yourself to carry this game start to finish with split push. You could have just pushed under tower, you could have pulled people to you, and then you could decide a 2v1 or to just run away or split push, and you could have done this until 50 minutes when everyone caught up, literally. Maybe a little less, maybe like 45 minutes, because you were that far ahead because of that stupid ass dive that they did. You're level 13. Now what did you do? You ran into mid, inted right quick. Now everyone gets a bunch of XP, and now your entire team is more behind than the enemy because the catch up XP mechanic is fucking retarded. This was all us. This was all us. And at this point now, this is why I say I'd rather shut this replay down, because you have a situation where you have the game under total control, and now we're just leaving it to chance, right? It just looks like a fiesta. We have super long respawn timers. People are allowed to push out lanes. All of our pressure is gone. What do you do? No split push pressure whatsoever. Running right to mid again. Okay, you get some kills on the flank, but you didn't shove top, so there's no pressure on it, and now you're gonna lose top tower. You could have killed this Jax if he tried to defend solo. He has nothing. He has all damage. He's literally one-shot range. So you could have, instead of running to mid and gambling, you could have pushed in top and waited for this Jax to burn his E, ult, ignite, kill him. Done. One-shot him, literally. That's a free tier 2. Why do all my top laners do this? It's like the never-ending story of top laners. Look how you never pressure a tower. Jarvan had to pressure a tower before you did. Now the only reason you're doing it is because your team's there. Monkey see, monkey do. Jack's pushing top. We should be there. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, we're not really split pushing though, because the only reason we're doing it is because our teammates are there. Finally, I see it happening. But again, teammates are there. You're not backing. You're not defending any towers. Here we go. Might be a little too late. I guarantee you this will be the most effective play of the game. I guarantee it. This could have happened 6 minutes ago, by the way. I want you guys to notice something. Even in the worst case scenario, this is such a good demo spot. Even in the worst case scenario where two teammates are chasing around our hero through the bottom lane, all the way to the inhib pretty much, before, well, after the tier 2, the Jarvan backs. Even in the worst case scenario where the Jax is like splitting top and the team is fighting mid and all that shit, I want you to notice that we actually come out ahead by splitting. And it was the most poorly played, slowest split in the history of split that I've ever seen on this stream. We just ran around the map fighting until we actually realized that we could do it and did it. We still came out ahead. So this is for all those people. This is for all those people that go, well, when I split, my team dies. It's 24 minutes. We had a huge, or 25 minutes basically. We had a huge lead that we never really even utilized for the first like 8-9 minutes when we had it. When did we get fed? Hold on, let me see. 5-1. 18 minutes. 7 minutes of time we could have been on the spot lane doing just that and not allowing the team to take any towers. You guys see why I get so frustrated as a coach? The enemy team would have not have been able to take, they might have been able to take this tower, but if we had been pressuring and pulling people to us, enemy team would have never been able to push at all. Top lane is easy in low elo, in my opinion. I think the hardest parts about top lane is what to do after you've won lane, which is why so many people struggle. It's like the hardest part because they just don't, they don't understand, or the people that get coached by me and they start applying what I'm talking about, they always come back and say, wow, you were right, every time. And the people that argue the most and want to fight about like whether or not to group, they never improve. They never have the win rates. The only exception to the like only perma split push style that I've seen, and by the way, I've made it work on champions that really shouldn't split push, like example Wukong. Remember the 100 games to Diamond Wukong? Why did it work? Even though Wukong isn't like the best split pusher, he can just dive. Right? You can just build full damage and just dive the first person you see. So there you go. That's fucking easy mode. But like the only exception to that rule that I've seen was like Riven players, because Riven has such good flank potential. She can move very quickly on a flank and get into position. And her flank, she actually has like solo kill like potential with the flank, which is why a lot of Riven players tend to do more flanking, like Oryx, for example, the duo partner. But even Oryx was on stream and he was like, I think he was saying Adrian. I'm not sure if it's Adrian or Vibrant, but one of them split more than most. And he was commenting how he doesn't do it enough as that, he doesn't do it as much as that guy, and he would like to do it more. So like most of the time, like 90-95% of the time, I just tell people, when you get a lead in low elo, you split. In bronze, silver, gold, you split. You learn how to pull people to you, how to 2v1, or how to run, how to fight, float, flank, all the shit we talk about in the YouTube split push video. We apply it. If I see my top laners getting fed and then running to the middle of the map to fight a fight without even pressuring the bottom tower, I'm like, this is horrible. Why would we ever have to abandon a push when people have to come to us? It makes no sense. That's dope, SV. So yeah, dude. Thank you. Welcome, buddy. SVTW. If you don't have a lead, well then that's what we focus on then. Right? If we're losing lanes in bronze and silver and gold, we got some big problems. Every lane should be free low. That's what we hone in on. So basically, I'm going to shut it down right here. Actually, no, I'm not, because you actually started splitting. So I'm going to see if there's any other weird instances. So you've gotten the bot inhib down. And then you basically suicide. Okay. Why? Let's talk about how you fight real quick. So here you get chunked down. Nara's bottom. You run into Jax. Why are you dashing to Jax to engage? We don't just throw our champion. This is something that you're going to have to break. You don't just waste your E to engage unless you're going to be one-shotting the guy, like outright. And you're not. You're not just going to one-shot Jax ever without him burning his E. It's not going to happen. So you lead in with your E, but that's not how League of Legends works, my friend. We don't just mash our champs into the other champs and just throw our hands off the keyboard and go, I guess that didn't work. You need to think and develop a plan, like as the game, like, so for example, you see Jax, you say, I'm gonna maybe poke at him. Honestly, my initial reaction when I saw that Jax, you have half HP, I would think, just step back and reset. You literally walk up and try to force an engage with your W, which is whatever. But then you make the even worse mistake and then you lead with your E. So what happens if Jax starts fighting us? How are we going to get away from him? How are we ever going to set it up so that we can escape? Do you have a bailout plan? There's a reason why I harp on mobility being key in solo queue. Because every situation should have an escape plan. Every situation should have a what if this goes bad? What if shit hits the fan? What if my teammate just DCs randomly? What if he just doesn't come? Like, doesn't show up? What if the enemy team starts TPing or starts collapsing on me, or I don't fucking know, any just infinite number of possibilities. You don't just jump in there and hope the shit works in the mid to late game. That's not what you do. Unless there's like a really good argument for it. Here, there's no good argument for it. You're not one-shotting Jax ever. He still has E up. He still has ult up. You're missing half your HP. Mid is pushing. The only argument maybe is bot is pushing, but that doesn't even make sense because Bard is dead. So it's 4v4. You're behind half your HP and you just lead into an engage. How is that stacking the deck at all? At all. You just jump in, you blow your escape, then you try to lead with your W like you're just going to one-shot him without Fury. You don't have Fury built up. There's just no thought here. This is just, my brain is off. I'm throwing my champ into the other champions, and I hope it works. You've got to be smarter than this. I know you're capable. So what should you have done there when you saw Jax? Just fucking walk away. Walk away, rotate up to top, and maybe start pushing top out. Maybe reset, go towards bottom and push Nara around. Any infinite number of options is better than just throwing your champion into the middle with half HP, no Fury, no teammates in position, and hoping that it works. Okay? And yes. Yes, you trade, but you trade and force a team fight that you like. You wind up losing because Ziggs is pushing, right? Because you forced a fight with the lanes pushing. Yeah. So, why did this happen? Why is this game such a mess? Is what you're wondering. It's because you decided to group up and play team fight games over and over and over again. From the moment you got fed till, like, from, it's what, like, what'd I say, 7 minutes? So yeah, for the next, forever, basically, you just kept grouping in the mid. Once you've gotten a lead, go bottom. Pull people to you. Pull enemies to you. Why? Because that alleviates pressure from your teammates. You want your team, like, but my team. You'll help your team by splitting more than you realize. Because no one is going to fucking push as long as you are grabbing the game by the balls and pulling people to you. And by the way, that does not mean just push the lane and suicide dive. That means as long as you're pressuring, you're constantly pushing, you can back away, pull people around. It keeps this half of the map safe. Okay? Then the next thing I'm going to tell you is your E. Stop just randomly throwing your E out without thinking about the consequence. You view your E as either I am dashing forward because I crush this trade, or this guy is dead to rights if I make it, or you're using your E as a poke tool. You just walk forward, you threaten, and then you E away if it doesn't look like it's going to be a good trade or someone dies right away. You should never, as Renekton, just be throwing your champion into the middle and hoping it works. That's what noobs do. The next thing I'm going to say is we missed a lot of opportunities in lane. And, you know, this is why I'm stopping, because there's so many things that you can work on improving right now. And that is, when people are in range and you have the advantage, you better fucking take it. When I see Gnar pushing into us level 4 versus level 5 and you have Fury built up and you don't immediately try to dash forward and get a trade off, I cringe internally. When you have a dive opportunity and you like flash ignite or whatever with cooldowns coming up in 2 seconds, it makes no sense. Stack the deck before you make a play. Stack the deck. Make it super advantageous before you make that kind of play, that kind of crazy flash all in play. When you push people out of lane, try to fuck with them more. Stop their back. You still had your ult up. You had everything up and you were afraid to push in and stop the guy's back. And then once you have big level leads, you have minions pushing, jungler shows up, you're playing Renekton with Ignite. You need to try to 2v1. Has to happen. You need to learn. I'm not going to harp on the mechanics because there's no need to harp on the mechanics. You're not even trying yet. You don't even realize that you can fight it yet. Alright? A lot of stuff to work on. I hope this little review of your replay helps out a little bit. Beyond the 25-30 minute mark, in my opinion, is just a fucking coin flip as Renekton, and you've lost all your inhibs anyways because you didn't pressure the map. So we can do a lot better than this. Alright? Good luck. YouTube, what up, Sneeze? No Bullshit Gamer, doing some Renekton coaching, Crocodile coaching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, etc. If you like this, you want to see more videos, click my buttons, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace. Cracks. Thanks so much. Woo! Cool.